achada kunyengerera achada iwe achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera Vatapira kwarema tichingo kunyengerera vatapira kwarema tichingo kunyengerera achada iwe achada isu achada kunyengerera tendi yesidanyanya tichingo kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada iwe achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada iwe achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada iwe achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera achada iwe achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera vanhu munorova tichingo kunyengerera vanhu makaponda tichingo kunyengerera mari yedu munoba tichingo kunyengerera achada iwe achada kunyengerera achada kunyengerera musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda ichipita musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke Wana we Zimbabwe, musacheuke, anicheuke baba namwanda kauda cheuka, musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda cheuka, anicheuke baba namwanda kauda cheuka, anicheuke baba namwanda kauda ichipita musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda tachamuka musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwandi nune anicheuke baba namwanda kauda namwandi nune anicheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke musacheuke, musacheuke, oh cheuke namwanda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda wana wenyika ino musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwati nune anicheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda yenyika musacheuke, musacheuke baba kuashandiwa musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda umarova musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda namwanda kauda chemuka puno musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda chemusungwese musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda tachamuka musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda anicheuke baba namwanda kauda ngoma komana ichipita musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwanda kauda namwati nune anicheuke baba namwanda kauda musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwana wana Zimbabwe musacheuke, musacheuke musacheuke baba namwana vana venyika ino musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwana takaona musacheuke, chero atiponde musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwana chero musungwe sei musacheuke, musacheuke kuchanyiriri musacheuke, musacheuke baba namwana ichipita musacheuke, cheuchewe cheuchewe musacheuke, musacheuke musacheuke namatinuna musacheuke, musacheuke cheuchewe musacheuke vana venyika ino musacheuke, vana maiwe musacheuke, musacheuke musacheuke namwana vana venyika ino musacheuke, musacheuke utanyiriri musacheuke, musacheuke vatinorohwa musacheuke, musacheuke namwana cheuchewe yarira ngoma wakomana
Mangwana naka. Allow me at this juncture to call upon the MDC National Chairperson to lead into the resolution of the Congress. So allow me to call upon Honorable Tabitha Kumalo.
Thank you. The President of the MDC, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, delegates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Nasi izuva rakatokosha, taita nechirungu yatoti history. Tauya nasi mu Congress medu, muno Mukoba Stadium, Ascot Stadium, nechando chataona chia, asi sevana ve MDC, taratidza ruzhinji kunze uku, kuti takatoshinga, uyewo tichavashungurura panhamo yatapinda iyi nezano. Lamhlanje lilanga elikhulu kakhulu ebandleni lethu le MDC. zenze ihistory ngokuhlangana namuhla sikhankasela ilanga lethu leCongress. Sonke siyazi ukuthi kulomqando onzima kule indawo. Kodwa njengabalandeli bebandla lethu sitshengisa umhlaba wonke jikelele ukuthi kungaze kube ubuhlungu okunganani asiyindawo. Today, as the MDC family, we have made history. We are all sitting here coming to our Congress in t-shirts. Let's clap our hands for ourselves. And the most issue that I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart is you have managed to brave the conditions that we have been going through since we came here today. And none of you has been complaining. And to me, there's no foundation that is better than what we have shown us today as the MDC family. Having said that, I would go straight to our Congress resolutions as the MDC. Resolutions of the Movement for Democratic Change, Congress held at Ascot Stadium, 2019 to 2024. The Movement for Democratic Change convened a successful and historic Congress from the 24th to the 26th of May 2019 at Ascot Stadium in Gweru, Midlands Province, Zimbabwe, under the theme of defining a new course for Zimbabwe. Following a comprehensive political report of the party and the thematic reports, followed by robust debates by delegates during plenary Congress, made the following resolutions. Our internal resolutions, ratification and condonation. The Congress noted that during his tenure, President Morgan Richard Tsvangirai, may his soul rest in peace, made various decisions in the fourth Congress resolutions. In particular, Congress noted that in line with the Constitution and in the spirit of strengthening the party, President Tsvangirai made an appointment to the Standing Committee Congress. Therefore, we unanimously resolve that all decisions made by President Tsvangirai have been ratified. That the appointment of Advocate Nelson Chamisa and Senator Elias Mudzuri as deputy presidents of the party is fully ratified. Congress noted that the sad and untimely passing of President Morgan Richard Tsvangirai on the 14th of February 2018, ahead of the July 2018 elections, created extraordinary circumstances of the party, and therefore applauds the National Council for the wisdom and leadership it displayed this day. With the understanding and for the avoidance of doubt, Congress fully, unanimously ratifies the decisions and resolutions of the National Council. Congress fully and unanimously ratifies all the appointments and or reassignments and all actions of Advocate Nelson Chamisa as the president of the MDC party from the 15th of February 2018 to the 26th of May 2019. Congress fully ratifies the processes leading to this Congress, including the manner and the timing of its convening. The Congress noted that some former members of the MDC party, namely Thokozani Kupe, Obed Gutu, Abednego Bebe, were expelled by the National Council and subsequently left the party to form and found their new political home. Congress therefore confirms their expulsion by the National Council and further resolves that they must forthwith cease or be stopped from using the party's name, symbols, trademarks, and intellectual property. Pursuant to the resolutions of the Fourth Congress, Congress ratifies the readmission into the party of the former party cadres from PDP, MDC, and others, with full membership rights and responsibilities, and waivers any restrictions or prohibition in the enjoyment of their full membership. Congress fully and unanimously ratifies National Council's decision to timelessly hold congresses in terms of the Constitution. Name, our symbol, the flag, anthem of the party. Congress noted that the Constitution describes the symbol and the flag of the party, and that these need to be clearly described. That therefore must be a party anthem, that these symbols, flag and the anthem, must be protected from any form of infringement. Congress resolved that the name of the party should not be used by anyone who is not a member of the MDC for any purpose without the authority of the National Council. In particular, no sitting expelled or resigned members shall be allowed to use or continue to use the name of the party or any derivative therefore. Congress resolved that notwithstanding any law right or circumstances, no member shall institute any legal proceedings, I repeat, any legal proceedings or commence any external complaints, I repeat, or commence any external complaints or proceeds without exhausting all domestic remedies provided for in the Constitution. In addition, non-member shall institute any legal proceedings or complaint, I'll repeat that. No member shall institute any legal proceedings or complaints unless such member is fully paid up member, and has been a fully paid up member in the preceding year before any such action. Any member violating this shall be deemed expelled from the point of instituting of such proceedings. Congress resolved that any member of the party who forms another party or organization, joins or supports a political party other than the MDC, or participates in an election as an independent candidate or supports the candidature of an independent candidate shall be automatically expelled from the party. Structural changes. Congress resolved to amend the Constitution to change the party organs and create a grassroots-driven, mass-centric, branch-based party. The supremacy of the branch shall be entrenched in all decision-making. Therefore, all the other organs of the party must be reviewed accordingly to give effect to this resolution. Congress resolved to add the Disability Council and the Veterans Council to the organs of the party. Congress mandates the party to recognize veterans of the party in the Constitution. Congress mandates the party to establish the chaplain's office. Congress resolved that the deputies of the National Standing Committee members, Secretary for International Relations, Secretary for Elections, the Secretary for Policy and Research, the Secretary for Local Government should sit in the National Standing Committee. Comrade President, the Congress further resolved to change and expand the composition of the National Executive Committee, that instead of 3 members, provinces shall nominate 5 members each, provided that there is gender parity is respected. Congress resolved that there should be external assemblies of the party, which shall be designated by the National Council. These external assemblies shall have equal rights, powers, privileges, and obligations subject to this Constitution. That they shall follow the structure and functions as a province, provided that the extent of their rights and obligations may be determined from time to time by the National Council. Congress resolved that the next Congress must elect 1 instead of 3 deputy presidents. Internal processes. Congress resolves and mandates the National Council to review candidate selection processes for general elections. Congress mandates the party to define and determine the terms of reference of the independent electoral body. Congress resolves to regenerate, renew, reinvigorate the party in line with the decisions and recommendations of the 5th Congress, thematic committee resolutions, which decisions are attached hereto. School of Ideology. Congress mandates the party to set up a leadership school of ideology in honor of our Dr. Morgan Richard Tsvangirai's, to train, mentor, capacitate, equip various party leaders, cadres, and members. Resolutions in the party constitution. The Congress resolved that these resolutions must be reflected in the Constitution through the necessary changes to be adopted at the National Council's first sitting after Congress, to conclude and give effect to the business of the Congress. External resolutions. Resolutions of legitimacy and the national question. Concerned that there has been a political crisis resulting in a collapsed economy characterized by recession, a huge budget deficit, a humanitarian and social crisis, deteriorating human rights environment, high unemployment rate, hyperinflation, a worsening energy crisis, and a stunted growth that has increased the poverty trap, further concerned by the absence of a national consensus and a broad-based inclusive reforms resulting in cosmetic, false, and pretentious reforms. Congress, therefore, calls for the restoration of trust, confidence, and legitimacy in order to create an environment for growth, stability, productivity on the back of domestic and foreign capital flows. Congress reiterated its position that in the face of continued intransigence from ZANU-PF, the people of Zimbabwe have a constitutional right to protest. Congress further calls for an all stakeholders and all people's convention to locate exit points to the crisis currently bedeviling our country. In order to resolve the national crisis, Congress mandated the party to engage in a national dialogue to reach a political settlement through a transitional mechanism. And such dialogue must be credible, bankable, anchored on 5 key pillars, which are return to legitimacy and normalcy, a comprehensive reform agenda, nation building and peace building, an end to international isolation, resolving the economic and the humanitarian situation in our country. Mr. Comrade President, the Congress mandates the party to formulate and launch a roadmap to legitimacy and dialogue framework to guide the party in any dialogue for the